Welcome, Hornets. Today, what we're going to be talking about next is parallel and perpendicular lines given a line. Now, what we know is that two parallel lines will have the same slope, but have different points associated with them. So we're going to be working with point-slope form when we're looking for parallel lines. We're going to use the same slope that's constant to both of them, but we're now going to use a different point. Notice that depending upon the point we use and depending upon the slope, we will get two distinctly different lines. But because the slopes are going to be the same, we know that they will have parallel slopes and be parallel lines. Perpendicular lines, also known as orthogonal, of a right angle, which means that if I'm looking at two lines that are perpendicular to each other, if this has a slope of A, this other one has a slope of -1 over A. This is referred to as both the opposite and reciprocal. Just as we saw before, they both have two distinctly different points. So if I have MN or PQ, I will be able to find the two lines. So that's our basic idea. We're going to be using point-slope form. We're going to be using the same slope when we're looking for parallel lines. And we're making sure that these two slopes, parallel slopes, always have a product of -1. Notice that when I multiply M1 by M2, I should get -1. A times -1 over A is indeed -1. So that's what's important here. We know that the two slopes of perpendicular lines will have a product of -1. So let's just take a look. Let's say we have a slope of 3/4 and we want it to go through the line. Let's say y equals, it was supposed to be 3/4, 3/4 x minus 2, and we want to go through the point 4, 5. So we're going to take our slope and the point. Notice our slope is located right here in the other equation. So they could say, find the equation of the line that is parallel to y equals 3/4 x minus 2 and goes through the point 5/4. The key is the slope 3/4 and the point 4, 5. Now we can go ahead and we can put it in. Y minus 5 equals 3/4 x minus 4. Y equals 3/4 x. Notice that we have a -3 plus 5, and lo and behold, the equation of our line is y equals 3/4 x plus 2. So it's very close to the original line, but they are distinctly different. Let's now take a look at another line, and let's say we are looking at the line y equals -1/5 x minus 2, and we want it to go through the point, I don't know, let's go 2, 1. So the first thing we have to do is recognize that the slope that we want multiplied by -1/5 is going to equal -1. That new slope is +5, the reciprocal and the opposite. Using this slope now with the given point 2, 1, we get the perpendicular line. Y minus 1 equals 5x minus 2. We now find our equation 5x minus 10 plus 1, and y will be equal to 5x minus 9. There is our perpendicular line. Okay, so just be aware that whenever we're talking about a perpendicular and parallel lines, we want the slopes and we want a point on that new line. Once we have them, we can plug them into point-slope form and find the line that we seek. Thank you.